Hello everyone, this is a recap of me playing against 3 different opponents, playing with the Hippo Opening, and I have a account here on Lichess which I use for speedruns, and I have another account that I am playing my personal games just for myself. Okay, so the Hippo Opening here, unusual setup for black, unusual setup. Not much to say. I'm just continuing to play the Hippo, even if the black responses is not normal. Now we're beginning to have like somewhat normal position with the push of the e pawn. I'm trying to stay original to the Hippo idea here. F4, developing my knights. We will be ready to push the f pawn. Just a little music video there. So push the f pawn there, and the general idea is always to play the h pawn to h4 at some point in the game. But first, I wanna open the center because I have a feeling that this is a strong position if the position gets opened up. And here I'm just fine with the trade. Yeah, so he takes my knight, and I'm fine with the trade because I'm gonna have some active squares for my knight. c4 is no problem. And not entirely sure where to put the knight, so I'm just putting it on a somewhat good square. And now I have a strong pawn chain, of course. Not entirely sure what would have been the best move here. So just choosing to take it with the g pawn. So the position is clearly better for black, but as to how to actually play is a little bit unclear. Okay, unclear. I want him to take the pawn, but he didn't fall for it. So again, clearly the better position for white here, but how to actually capitalize. I think just playing with a lot of patience in these positions will win you the game. This player is actually playing quite decent, and actually he can just put a nice pressure on the queen there. But I'm gonna forever have a strong e pawn ready to be promoted the rest of the game. And very soon you're going to see an epic, absolute epic Botes gambit. I don't know how this could happen. I'm totally giving my queen away there. Very strange. Not something that I'm doing too much, luckily. So it is what it is. I was heading for a win there, of course, but you cannot blunder your queen, so that's disappointing. But the following 2 games are going to be better, promise you. But the build-up was fine. Nothing bad there. Okay, so try again with the Hippo Opening, and playing against this structure that white chooses here is something I really enjoy to play because there is so many tricks from black, and white usually tends to misunderstand the structures. You are rewiring the knight to b6, and you have a wonderful square for the knight there, controlling a lot of squares. You have so much flexibility with this Hippo structure. Sometimes you can castle short, sometimes you can castle long. It's so flexible, and it just depends. It really just depends on what you prefer. Here I could play e5 Okay, instead, I'm taking the free material. So it was just a blunder from the opponent, but still the position is not, it's not abundantly clear. What should have happened there? If I castle short, he's gonna take the h pawn, so I'm castling long. Not totally happy, to be honest, but I am up material, so it should be totally winnable. Again, strong structure there, very strong. And to be fair, it is winning for black. We do have a nice position, but I'm a little bit in doubt as what to actually do here, how to proceed. You can see that I'm hesitating of what to do. I don't want to give my strong black bishop up, so instead playing with a bit of patience here. So I'm ready for the end game. I'm ready to just grind this out. It's not a pretty end game for the white pieces. He has a few double pawns. He is behind material, and it's looking good, to say the least. Okay, putting some pressure on the knight, and the next move that he will make makes it a little bit tricky for me as to what to actually do here. So I'm thinking quite some bit of what to do, because he is putting a pressure on my knight there, and I cannot really remove it, it seems. So I'm finding a solution there to put my queen on c3, because if he takes the knight, I take his queen and give him a check. So that saves the day. And I think that it's just around this point where the opponent begins to blunder a lot of things. Give him a check, threaten the rook, and at this point, of course, it's just a lost position for black. Sorry, for the white pieces, of course. I just want to have an outpost for the knight on d5. So that's what I'm doing there, and yeah, he's just blundering a piece at that point, and to be honest, the game is lost at this point. So he's making a few more moves, of course, but he's just resigning. I think he's just abandoning the game here in the next move here. So you can see that the Hippo opening is super flexible. The Hippo opening is full of nuances, and the more you play it, to be honest, in the beginning, I just played it to just for fun, just to like be a troll. But then I actually began to find out that there is some strong reasons to play this opening, at least in a blitz game. So we're heading towards the final game here that I want to show you. The Hippo opening again, just blitzing out the moves in the start phase of the game here. I'm not thinking at all, to be honest, pushing the e-pawn. Everything looks normal, but the opponent is doing some very good things. I was a little bit too hasty with pushing the f-pawn in this game. Probably should have played the positional way of playing c3, preventing his activity of the knight. Very close to actually doing that. I have a tendency to be a little bit impatient playing against players below 2000. My normal rating in Blitz is close to 2300 at the moment. So I tend to underestimate these guys, and they actually, some of them, they actually play some good chess. This person here, 1905, he is actually playing some, see, a good move there, leaving me with a few dilemmas that is a little bit annoying. Ending up taking here, and just relying on some tactical skills here. But clearly something went a little bit wrong. The position is equal though, nothing to panic about there. Putting a pressure on the d4 pawn. And there's just a few trades here, but as for now, he's not falling for my tricks. Move 19, so still an early game here. So, but he's not falling for much here. But he will eventually. Okay, so getting my queen away. I believe I did, if I don't remember wrong, yes. And you can say that I gambit this pawn. It doesn't matter so much in this position because the position is full of options here for both sides, to be honest. But at this point, I'm beginning to sense some weaknesses now for the black side of things. Definitely beginning to sense that this is a critical moment. I could take on f6, but instead I chooses to put a pressure on his queen. The g2 bishop is threatening his queen there. Okay, so he removes his queen, and now we just develop the last piece that we have to develop, and the position is good. I would say that it's good. Not knowing what the computer would say. And here we begin to take advantage of the position, putting the knight there, and have a strong position here. So in a matter of like 13 seconds, I have to stop this recording because of something is wrong with my cell phone. But I am just going to let the position play itself out, so you can see the rest of the game without commentary. But regardless, if you made it so far, thank you for watching. So I'm ready for the end game. I'm ready to just grind this out. It's not a pretty end game for the white pieces. He has few